Alright, so we're subtracting whole numbers, and one way to look at it is with take away. So what we have is 6,432, and we're going to try and take away or remove 5,812. So we want to do it individually. So 2, take away 2 is 0. Place value by place value, ones with ones, tens with tens, hundreds with hundreds, thousands with thousands. Alright, so you have 3, take away 1 is 2, and then 4, take away 8, oh, we can't. So what do? That's right, we borrow. So we cut that away, we put a 1 there, and this is now a 5. So 14 take away 8 is 6, and 5 take away 5 is nothing, so 620. And now we want to check it. So we did is 6,432 and took away this. Well, subtraction is the reverse of addition. So this is basically like a little missing addend. And what we do now is add them up to make sure that they actually make the previous number. So 5,812, that's a 2, a 3, 4, carry the 1, and 6. 6,432, it checks. This is our answer. Alright, so I want you to try it now with this number. 1,523 minus 495. We're going to start with a borrow right out the gate. So hit pause and try it. And that's what you should have had. You should get 1,028. So we had a borrow from the 2, which changed it to a 1. And then we put a 1 in front. So 13 minus 5 is 8. And then 11 minus 9 is 2. 4 take away 4 is 0. And then 1. And we'll double check it. So we have 1,028. And then we add to it 495. So there's a 3, carry the 1. That's 12, carry the 1. That's 5 and 1. And there it is, 1523, checks. Alright, so I can't just let you just stick with the standard algorithm and move on. I need to show you why, and that's what expanded form's going to do. So we're going to take that number, the 6,000, the 400, and the 30, and the 2, and we're going to subtract them, okay? So let me erase this and write it in a better form for you. We're going to line them up still. So we have 6,000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 2. And then what we're going to remove, I'm going to put in red, 5,810 and 2. And we're going to subtract these. So basically canceling, right? Okay, so the 2 cancels, so we're left with nothing. 30 take away 10 is 20. 400 take away, well, we can't. So what are we going to do? We're going to come over here and we're going to borrow 1,000. So that's 5,000. Well, if we put 1,000, what's 1,000 plus 1,400? Plus 1,000 plus 400 is 1,400. And that's why we just put that little 1 in front, is because we're taking an entire 1,000. So what we had was 400, and then 400 plus 1,000 is 1,400. And now you can go 1,400 minus 800 is 600, and 5,000 minus 5,000 is nothing. So we have 600 plus 20 plus 0. So it's 620. That's all you're doing. You're taking from a place value an entire 1,000 or an entire 100. So over here, when we borrowed from the 2, we took an entire 10. Well, what's 10 plus 3? 13. And from the 5, we took 100. So that's 4. That gave us 110. Alright? That's our standard algorithm. Alright, and mental math, that's the next part. You should be able to do this stuff in your head because it helps. You don't want to sit there and use a standard algorithm on this because it's long. Mental math is a little better. So what we can do is think of it as a takeaway. You have 145 and we're going to remove 49. Okay? You don't have to take the whole thing at once. That's the point. You can take parts. So if you look at 49, 49 is basically 45 plus 4. So if you have 105 and you remove 45, you now have 100. How much more do we have to remove? 4. You know, let's do this in a different color because I just want to do a different color. Alright, so we're going to take away 45, and then now we're going to take away the rest, which is the 4. You can count back basically, and that gave us 96, because $100 take away $4 is $96. We know how to do that. So if you see 145 minus 49, you're going to, okay, I'm going to borrow from the 4. Wait, now I have to borrow from the 10. It's too difficult. So you could just say, I'm going to remove 45, and then I'm going to take away 4. It gets you back there. Look at the things that we need to take away. You can also do it by counting up. So if you have 1,000, it's just called like a missing addend. So what do we need to get to 1,000? So that means we have to go up 1. If you add 1, you get 900. And then we have to add another 100. Well, that's 101. And that's your answer. If you take 1,000 minus 899, you're not going to sit here and go, okay, I got to borrow from that. That would be 9, 10, 9, 10. That's a 1. It's a 0. That's a 1. It's too long. I know I did that very quickly, but it's still too long. You want to just think, well, let me look and see how much can I add up to make it. So if you had like 14 minus 9, you go, oh, well, I have to add up 1. That would give me 10, and then another 4, so the answer is 5. You do the same thing with larger numbers. If you have 1,000 minus 899, you got to add 1 to give me 900 plus another 100. You don't always have to stick with the standard algorithm. You can use other methods.